Yeah, spring's in the air. The IKEA catalogue is here, and I ain't too surprised. As you can see, all the foreign prunus trees are in flower. But I was out here last night, trying to get some data on Pococin, Pococin cellulose ratios and things like that. And I noticed this glinting on the edge of the road here on the pavement, and I noticed how unusually wet it is. I don't know if I've just not noticed this before, but it's very wet. Whether a pipe's burst or something, some truck's parked there and broken a pipe, or it's the work they did in there early on in the year over the summer period. But so we might be able to make use of this swampy ground, do some experiments on it, over time. But I'm just coming over here. I spoke to my next door neighbour over the summer period, 2016 into 2017, and asked him if I could take some of this, and he said, yeah, go for it. I said, next season when it comes back up again. But get the spot going. As you do. I think they have pink flowers, but that's an ordinary one with, well, not an ordinary one, that's sort of pinky white one. That's a green one with pinky white ones. But this is definitely the coloured form there. I think it has pink flowers. Yeah, pink flowers, there you go. Spot colouring on the pink flower, if we can. Put the old IKEA catalogue against the back of it. But, oh yeah, one there too. So, obviously going to flower fairly soon, so spring is definitely in the air. Back to morning. Oh, I was on tracking them for some reason. I must have clicked it. Anyway. So what do you think of this, fellas? After a couple of days, let's go to spot Cullen. Yeah. Well, I think your theory's dead in the water. What about this cutting here? You can see that. I don't know how close I can go down. But I put in a strawberry, which is supposed to be a sort of boggy plant of acid soil sort of thing. So I mean, it's all a load of bollocks, fellas. Your theory is dead in the water, no pulse, no heartbeat, not even warm. Totally capsized the. Talk about rocking the boat. We've totally capsized the boat. You're going to need a bigger boat. Yeah. Your theory's dead in the water, no mirror test. No pulse, no heartbeat, cold to the touch. Hey Cecil, don't put the thermometer there. That's not the right thing to do. Anyway, I'll keep an eye on it, but definitely it looks quite impressive. But today's one, we're going to take the next step, as I've set up here, and we're going to move into taking some superphosphate, but we're going to take some slate superphosphate. And normally if you slate this for 2 months, it'll go like toothpaste. This is the normal single superphosphate or 10% superphosphate. There you go, up to what is it, 9.1. Basically 10%, as they say in the books. But of course, so there we go. This has been slated for about 2 to 3 weeks. Well, no, this is the 2 week one, isn't it? What was this? Friday, August the 11th. So yeah. Anyway, so what do we? About 2 weeks then. No, 2 weeks this Friday, so 2 weeks tomorrow. 2 weeks tomorrow. Okay, well, I've got a 3-weeker over there, so anyway, so I'm going to put that through the grinder to turn it into, like, as a toothpastey sort of mixture. And basically superphosphate, you can consider, is basically chalk and NPK, because 50-50, and you end up with a 10% superphosphate similar. Oh, didn't they tell you that? Okay, keeping stum about that, are they? But then they also have potassium in there, whereas this doesn't actually have potassium in it, so no. And but it also be potassium in the safe form sort of thing. So you have stimulation in your plants from the potassium, of course, due to that. If you want to make up your own, in quotes, superphosphate, it's a more expensive way to do it, but it's a faster way, I suppose, in a way, if you want to go down the more expensive NPK pathway. But that's what we're going to do today. But first of all, I'm going to grind up some more of that. Well, I won't show you that, I'll just grind it up, and because you can go back to the other clips in the previous series. I might do these clips like A to Z, and then A1 to Z, Z1 and A2 to Z2 and all that sort of thing over the coming months sort of thing, as we slowly get better and better and learn more and more of, do they prefer phosphorus in the chalk as opposed to sulfur in the chalk, extra added sulfur, or do they like a bit of both? And of course we get to the stage where we add hopefully the copper, and we can start bluing some plants. But of course we want to get them as green as we can before we try to blue them, of course. So we want to see what makes them greener. I mean, that is the question, isn't it? The bog question. Yes. Greenness, isn't it? Isn't that the sore thumb?